Sometimes the biggest news about a movie isn't in the movie at all. It's in a single offhand answer at a press event, the kind of moment that turns into headlines within hours. That's exactly what happened this year, in the middle of one of the biggest box office runs Chinese cinema has seen in years. A director stood in front of a crowd, got asked a question about two characters, and instead of answering it directly, he pointed forward. Forward, it turns out, to a movie that doesn't exist yet. The Pegasus franchise has been one of the defining success stories of Chinese commercial cinema since director Han Han launched it in 2019. The first film made over 1.7 billion yuan. The second, released in 2024, added another 3.3 billion. Then came Pegasus 3, released on February 17th, 2026, for the Lunar New Year, and it didn't just perform, it broke records, crossing 4.4 billion yuan and becoming one of the highest-grossing sports films in Chinese box office history. With that kind of momentum behind an ensemble cast led by Shen Teng, Yin Zheng, and Huang Jingyu, it was probably only a matter of time before questions turned to what comes next. Those questions got answered, sort of, during the Pegasus 3 roadshow. Between February 21st and 24th, as the film's cast and director toured cities including Sanya, Chengdu, Xi'an, Harbin, and Beijing, a moderator asked Han Han a pointed fan question. Between the characters Lin Zhendong and Li Lun, which one actually has more money behind him? Han Han's response was reported identically across multiple Chinese entertainment outlets. That answer will be revealed in Part 4. It's a small line, but it's the clearest signal yet that a fourth Pegasus film is genuinely being planned, not just fan wish-casting. Co-star Huang Jingyu leaned into the moment too, joking on stage that his retirement plan was basically secured. It's not a formal studio announcement with a release date attached, but it is Han Han, on the record, at multiple public appearances, treating a fourth film as a real next step. Here's where it's important to slow down and separate what's actually confirmed from what's just floating around online. What's reported consistently across several outlets. Han Han's own remark confirming a fourth installment is being discussed as the next chapter. What's not confirmed, there's no official project registration, no announced release date, and no studio statement laying out a production timeline. In fact, one entertainment report from the same week specifically noted that Han Han's own studio had not yet formally responded to questions about whether the sequel had been officially greenlit as a registered production. So the honest version of the story right now is that the creative intent is real and repeatedly stated, but the business and production side of it hasn't caught up yet, at least not publicly. Some fan and aggregator pages online have already started listing details like a specific release year or expanded cast. None of that traces back to a studio source or verified trade report, so it's not being treated as fact here. Given the pattern from the first three films, each arriving on a Lunar New Year cycle, roughly 2 to 3 years apart, a similar window seems like a reasonable guess, but it remains a guess, not a date. Reaction from fans and cast alike has been immediate. Actor Fan Cheng shouted, "See you in Part 4" to the crowd during one stop, and clips of Han Han's teasing non-answer spread quickly across Chinese social media in the days after. For a franchise that's already crossed roughly 8 billion yuan combined across 3 films, the appetite for a fourth is clearly there. The only open question is when and under what shape it actually comes together. So for now, yes, a fourth Pegasus film is very likely coming, based on Han Han's own words. No, there's no confirmed date, cast list, or greenlit production yet, and we'll flag it clearly the moment that changes. If you want to stay ahead of every confirmed update on this franchise, hit subscribe